Hey everybody. Um, I want to talk just for a second before I get into the video today. Um, if you've been paying attention to the news at all, you know that there's a whole lot of anger and fear going on in the country right now, and it's something we should all be acknowledging. And I'm not asking anybody to do anything particularly, or uh, get on a soapbox about it. I'm just really thankful for all the wonderful, supportive words that this community has given me. And I would just like to remind everybody that it really comes down to that approach every day of celebrating our successes, um, understanding that we all have problems we're trying to deal with on a daily basis and trying to get through this life as we can. And stupid BS you know, like fear and anger over something as unimportant as how we look, um, is just self-destructive for all of us. And I have a very, very small platform, but I would be remiss if I didn't use that little platform just to appeal to everybody. Just share that love, embrace each other in the best way you know how. Everybody out there right now is hurting a lot, and that's why you see so much destruction and anger, because we don't know how to show that in any other way. When nobody listens, it's hard. So maybe we can all just take a minute and listen a little bit more and celebrate each other. So sorry for taking your time with that. That was something I had to do. Um, yeah, it's been an amazing week and painful too. Anyway, this is a fun video. We do a lot of really cool stuff in here, so hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Welcome. I'm the Deadwood Jedi, and today I have a very, very short video for you. Mostly, I think this is just kind of a cool thing that I discovered, or I guess me and Napoleon kind of discovered together. But it's just kind of a neat little thing. But it stems from a question I get a fair amount, which is why, when I'm using your calculator, Deadwood, and I put in all the speeds, and then I add the Lore of Steel Mastery, why does the speed go down? And this video is going to kind of show you exactly how that is. I'll explain it pretty quickly, and then I'm just going to show something fun. We'll call it a day on that one here. But the reason why is that the speed set bonus you get and the Lore of Steel Mastery bonus you get from the masteries, obviously, those get rounded separately. So what ends up happening is that you have, let's say you get 100 speed from your gear. You put a speed set on it that's going to give you 12% times your base speed in as a bonus. Well, depending on what that percent ends up with, if it's more or less than half a point one way or the other, they're going to round that up to a whole number. So it's going to be a rounded number. And then the same thing happens with the Lore of Steel Mastery. Lore of Steel Mastery will give you 15% of that number added to your speed as well. But those are rounded separately. So you could actually add a whole extra point or extra point and a half to your speed just due to rounding those separate masteries. And that's why the total speed you're shown isn't your actual speed. And in fact, it's so not your actual speed that it can completely throw off who's going to go when. And that's why using the calculator is really important when trying to determine the speed of your champions, because it's going to do all that math for you. Now I can get into it for you if you'd like. Basically, you need to add each of those things separately. You need to know the base speed of your champion. You need to know the gear speed of your champion. You need to take that speed set and multiply that by the base speed of your champion. Then you need to take that number separately and multiply that by Lore of Steel and add that to your champion. And then if everything works out, it should come pretty close to your total speed. But it depends on the speed of your champions. And so I can kind of show you why they do this. I'm like 99% positive this is why they do this in the game. Right here, under the total stats page, you can see they display the speed. And so let's go to a different champion, probably somebody a little bit, I think that'll be better. Yeah. So we could use, we can use Arbiter. So you can see Arbiter's base speed is 110. You can see from the artifacts, it's 201. That includes speed sets right there. That's the rounded portion, including speed sets. And then you can see there's a separate column here for masteries. That's also rounded. And because both of those are rounded, even though it adds up to 317, if we put in the calculator, it might not be that actual amount. And that's what kind of happens here, where I'm going to show you a video where I'm going to take a Maneater and Warlord, and I've geared them separately, and we're going to see who goes first. And that's just going to show you guys the importance of putting stuff in the calculator. Plus, I thought it was pretty cool. So it's a short video, and yeah, that's about it. I'll be back. All right, so here I have two champions moving at different speeds. We're going to see who goes first. So I got Maneater and Warlord here. Let me just show you really quickly. So this is Warlord. Got 177 speed. 3 speed sets. Does have the Lore of Mastery. Well, you can see it. Lore of Mastery. That's not right. He has a Lore of Steel Mastery. Always get that mixed up for some reason. Not the Lore of Mastery Steel, because, it's a weird piece of steel. But Lore of Steel Mastery. So he's got all that. I had to change his gear to get him down to the speed I wanted to try this at. But he's moving at 177 speed. And you can see right here, 100 speed is his base. 72 is for artifacts. And then another 5 comes from the mastery itself. That's what the game is telling us. So we'll see how that works. The other one I want to show you, Maneater. Now, I don't even have him fully geared out. Don't need it for this. But he's moving 178 speed. Okay? 4 from mastery. And 76 from artifacts, 98 base speed. Okay? He's got 2 speed sets. Okay? So, he does have the Lore of Steel Mastery as well. You can see that little book right there. So we're going to just, we're just going to see what happens. Who goes first? Oh my. I'm pretty sure that was Warlord. Wait, Warlord went first. Pretty sure it's supposed to be Maneater. Maneater's going on 178 speed and Warlord's 177. That's weird. Okay, yeah, definitely Warlord went first. You saw it right there. Second time through. This is a strange thing. Either they, well, I mean, I could stop this. You guys know what's going on. Obviously, the rounding of those whole numbers is giving Maneater the wrong speed. It should be 177. His actual speed is 177.05. It's real slow. And Warlord's moving at 177.4. That difference determines who goes first. Now, I know that's not really probably going to help you with your arena or your dungeon runs or anything crazy like that. And if you're using my calculator, you probably don't even need to really pay attention to that for Clan Boss. It's something that the calculator does for you automatically. But man, is that fascinating, right? Pretty cool little thing. All right, I thought that was pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that a little bit. I know it's kind of short today. Just a lot of stuff kind of going on, so I didn't want to spend too much time and weigh this video down with a bunch of factual information stuff. I have more videos coming out for you guys that I think you're going to really enjoy. The website, we're working on improving it. We're working on adding new features to it, so definitely keep checking it out. There is more guides and resources there. I've linked to some really cool articles. If you have questions about speed, you want to dive into it a little bit more, there's some really cool articles by Max Mang, by Napoleon Camembert, by a lot of people, and just worth checking out. There's a really nice guide on like being a free-to-play player and like starting out that way. So that's very cool. I've got a new speed tune coming up in a little bit here too this week. I just did this live interview on Twitch with Hell Hades. That was a fantastic experience. And then I've got I think I'm going to be doing another one with Chosen at some point in the next week or so. So a lot of stuff happening. I'm very excited about it. I'm glad you guys are here along for the ride. I can't wait to hear back from you. Please post those success stories on the Discord. It's starting to accumulate. It's really cool seeing you guys do some awesome damage with your Clan Boss team. Yeah, stick with us. This is going to be a fun journey we're going on together. All right, well, till next we meet, I'm the Deadwood Jedi.